Welcome to our YouTube channel students, e-learning hub by Udgam Welfare Foundation. In this video series, we are going to discuss about the case studies related to the inverse trigo function chapter. And these case studies are exclusively prepared by me, and it is going to enhance your mathematical skills related to this particular chapter, as we are going to discuss in complete detail about the different concept of inverse trigo functions. Let's get started. So student, this is our first case study on inverse trigo function. It states Ravi, a class 12 student, is preparing for his final mathematical exam while studying inverse trigo functions. He encounters a variety of problems involving the domain, range and principal values of these functions. During a practice session, his teacher gives him a set of questions to test his understanding of the inverse trigo identities and their graphical interpretations. Ravi realizes that understanding the principal value branches and their respective domains is critical in solving such problems correctly. He also learns that many expressions involving inverse trigo function can be simplified using identities such as sin inverse plus cos inverse x equals to pi by 2 and others. The following questions are based on Ravi's learning journey and the concept discussed. Now, on the basis of this case study, we are going to solve 5 MCQs as per the requirement of the board exam as well. And with the help of these MCQs, you will be able to understand more deeply how you are going to tackle case study problems. So let's get started and try to solve our first problem on this case study. So student, this is our first problem of this case study, the value of sin inverse half plus cos inverse half. So as we know that in the property sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equals to pi by 2. So by using this particular property, we can say that the value of this is pi by 2. So option A is our correct answer here. Very simple. And you have to memorize these identity to solve the inverse trigo problem, because these identities are very important and all the problems are asked on these identities only. Now let's move towards our question number 2. So student, this is our next question. The principal value of tan inverse root 3. Tan inverse root 3 comes where? Pi by 2 and minus pi by 2 here, right? So tan inverse comes here, that is the first and your fourth quadrant here. Now as this value is positive, that means root 3, and you should memorize the values of trigo table as well, like tan inverse 30, tan inverse 45, etc. You should memorize these thoroughly. So tan inverse root 3 is what? So tan inverse root 3 is nothing but pi by 3. So our answer is pi by 3, because tan 60 is what? Tan 60 is root 3 only. So this is our answer, that is option B. Now let's move towards our next question. So students, as we know that the domain of sec inverse x is nothing but minus infinity to minus 1 and union 1 to infinity. So this is very important. You have to memorize these identities, these properties of inverse trigo. Now let's move towards our next question. So student, this is our next question, which states the graph of sin inverse x lies within. The graph of sin inverse x lies within. As we know that sin inverse x belongs to what? Belongs to minus 1 to 1, and y belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 only. So this is the area basically, right? Pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. Very simple, because sin is positive here and negative here. So option number B is our correct answer. Hence the graph of sin inverse x lies between these. Now let's move towards our next question. So student, this is our next question number 5. The identity tan inverse x plus cot inverse x. As we know that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equals to what? Equals to pi by 2. So this property also you have to memorize. Hence our answer is option number B. So this is our right answer. That is option number B. So student, that's all in this particular video. In our further videos, we are going to discuss more case studies about the inverse trigo problems. I hope you enjoyed this particular video, and these videos are very helpful whether you are into CBSE or ISC board. I request you to please share and subscribe our channel so that other students will also get benefited. In this manner, you are going to help our NGO as well, which is Udgam Welfare Foundation. Also, you can try our free online test. The details of these tests I am going to give you in the description box. We are going to meet in our next videos. Till then, goodbye and take care.